Well, the Philadelphia Eagles 2012 season mercifully comes to an end on Sunday when they travel to New York to take on their division rival Giants. New York is currently installed as a 7-point favorite in this game on BETDAQ. 45.5 is the total. The Eagles are 4-11. They've been the worst team in the entire NFL to back. They are 3-11-1 against the spread. They've only covered 3 times in 15 games. This is going to be Andy Reid's final game as head coach in Philadelphia, barring something truly shocking. Reid is the longest tenured coach in the NFL, but is totally unraveled on him this year. The offense, which is his baby and really has been consistently good throughout his decade plus in Philadelphia, has just fallen off this year, 27th in the NFL in points scored. Now they just about have the old gang back together this week. We thought we had seen the last of Michael Vick in an Eagles uniform, but no, because of Nick Foles' injury, Michael Vick will be getting the start this week. LeSean McCoy is now back from injury. Brent Selleck missed a couple of weeks there, and he's back now. Jeremy Maclin's back. So really, the only part of the Eagles offense from the beginning of the year that's now missing is Deshaun Jackson. We'll see if they can get it together for old time's sake, put together one more big game. They're facing the right defense. The New York Giants have been playing terribly on defense lately. They've been playing terribly in general, and the Giants have been in some must-win scenarios over the last couple of weeks. 2 weeks ago, they were blown out 34-0 against the Atlanta Falcons. Last week, they were blown out 33-14 by the Baltimore Ravens. For the Giants to make the playoffs, and keep in mind, this was a team that a month and a half ago had a 3-game lead in the NFC East. For them to make the playoffs, they need to win on Sunday, and they need Dallas, Minnesota, and Chicago to all lose. Now, that could happen. Dallas and Minnesota are both underdogs. Chicago is a short road favorite over the Detroit Lions, so this is another must-win spot for the New York Giants. Again, they're playing a team that has only won 4 times in 15 games, has only covered 3 times in 15 games, so the Giants should be able to pull out this win, right? I mean, you'd think so, but anybody who's had any faith in the Giants over the last couple weeks has regretted it. Now, in fairness, the Giants have been playing better at home. These last 2 bad losses have been on the road. Their last 2 home games, they won big over New Orleans, and then they really put a beat down on the Green Bay Packers. If you remember, that was almost a month ago now. Seems like a long time ago, because since then, the Packers have really picked it up, and the Giants have fallen off. But those have been their last 2 home games, New Orleans and Green Bay, so they have been playing better at home than on the road. They are at home this week. However, you know, something tells me that Philadelphia, and you haven't heard me like Philadelphia. I mean, I don't think I've liked them since September. I've been fading the Philadelphia Eagles this season as fast as I could, but the fact that Vick is back in the starting lineup this week, I know Vick had a bad year this year. I mean, the Eagles' offense didn't get much worse after he left the lineup, but I do have more confidence in him than Nick Foles against his Giant defense. The fact that he's going to be back in the lineup with LeSean McCoy, they might be able to get that offense rolling a little bit. We talked about the Giants' problems on defense. And the fact that this is a must-win game for New York, that really does nothing for me. I mean, last week was a must-win game for New York, and they weren't even competitive against the Baltimore Ravens, a team who had been struggling themselves. So, while I do expect the Giants to score some in this game, I actually lean towards the over here. 45.5 is the total. The over probably my favorite bet in this game. I do expect the Giants to score some, but they're going to have problems, I think, stopping the Philadelphia offense here. I think this could be a feel-good performance for the Eagles, rallying around Andy Reid and Michael Vick, you know, one last time, that type of thing. Maybe I'm making too big a deal of it, but I don't like the Giants -7 in this spot. I think the Giants will probably win the game, but I lean towards Philadelphia and the points. Again, the bet I like a little more is over 45.5.